Time to see some 20-year-old hags. Oh, I can't wait. This is gonna be awesome. All right. You're 38, not 18. I've seen women like this who are like 45 and they still think they're 18 years old. It's so cringe.
Is she pretty, or is it just a facelift? This is Lindsay Lohan at 18. This is
She was so pretty at 18, even with all the makeup.
A facelift. This is
like, she was cute. She was. She actually had a cute face, and then boom.
Lindsay Lohan at 18. This is Lindsay Lohan at 28.
Oh, she's like 50 here. Oh my lord. Genuinely, I think she would be like passing to 45.
And this is Lindsay Lohan at 38.
That's what Botox does, chat. Botox is a hell of a drug. Yeah, she literally got a facelift. They pulled her skin back like an alien. How? Okay, for those that don't know, yeah, they like pull your face back.
How did Lindsay Lohan reverse time from being the quote-unquote
drugs
tabloid trash called all nasty things from officially ugly, old, and irrelevant?
Oh my god. Old woman gone wrong. Oh.
To a literally rejuvenated, fresh, and respected brand.
She injected baby blood into her skin. Yeah, didn't we watch a whole video about men and women injecting foreskins into their face or something?
Again.
Baby, Miss Lindsay looks good!
Holy moly makeover.
God tier blow up.
Looking phenomenal.
Yeah, Lindsay's beautiful!
Yeah, she does not look 38, true.
Lindsay!
The fabulous Lindsay Lohan.
Don't torture yourself. That's my job.
She can't smile because of all the Botox. Oh lord, man, she can't smile. She's like,
Okay, let's rock this bitch.
If there was one person destined to be a Hollywood flop, it must be Lindsay Lohan. Despite all the lucky girl syndrome magic, a model face since 3, the Hollywood golden child, with multiple films topping $100 million, changed pop culture with Mean Girls, won an MTV at 16, casually became a pop star, and on track to be the most promising actress of Hollywood, somehow,
drugs.
It all burned to ashes.
I treat everybody
that's a symptom of probably like early like childhood abuse. Yeah, when you crash out after everything's handed to you, it's usually like a sign of abuse. Child star issues.
I don't care that you're Lindsay Lohan. You are going to jail. Period.
From endless drug abuse then rehab to multiple DUI, jail, probation, theft, house arrest, other charges, to defending Harvey Weinstein, to
oh, that's a horrible look. Oh,
harassing Syrian refugees.
What?
You want to come with me? Come with me.
To becoming an alleged high-class escort, to flops after flops after flops. It really seems like there is no way to come back from this destroyed wreck of a...
And the tabloid media is farming the shit out of her. It's sad.
Brand.
Lindsay, are you gonna go back to jail, darling?
Oh my god.
Until the internet became obsessed with Lindsay Lohan again.
The glow up of Lindsay Lohan over the last 10 years is literally perfection.
She looks better than ever.
Looks incredible.
Major.
No, I still think she looks better when she was 18. Women hit the wall.
Face envy.
Yeah, Lindsay's beautiful!
Like many of you, Lindsay Lohan has not been on my radar for at least a good decade, until the TikTok algorithm began spamming me about how she is this new god of reverse aging.
Have you seen Lindsay Lohan lately?
Who went from Hollywood's disgrace to the new beauty ideal by simply doing quote-unquote skincare and Pilates, and loved again
Skincare, Pilates, injecting foreskins into your face, and blood from a fresh virgin. Yeah, my ass. At 38? Everybody would be doing it then.
as if nothing ever happened.
Dude, that's real.
That was This just proves pretty privilege is very much a thing. You can get away with a lot of shit if you're pretty. That's why people hate Asmund so much.
The limit does not exist.
Is it truly the power of a facelift? Or how in the name of marketing witchcraft did Lindsay Lohan turn this old, beat up brand of a mess?
Dude, what are you doing? I don't know if this is a great Halloween costume or if you're Lindsay Lohan. Hi, how are you?
Pilates,
To a
chat.
literally rejuvenated, fresh, and respected aspiration again. Let's break down all 4 strategies she used, as well as a major branding warning I'll mention in the end, to prevent all this hard work in rebranding burn to ashes again. As your marketing bestie, who graduated top 1% UCLA Business Economics with a background in marketing, I want you to level up your brand so high this year that you'll need to reintroduce yourself.
Hi, myself.
Because if Lindsay Lohan can come back from this, you have absolutely no excuse of not making your dream brand a reality, whether personal or physical. Because
Yes, queen.
as a brand, it's not how you see yourself. It is how your dream college, dream job, dream boyfriend sees you.
Market is scamming. Oh, absolutely. I completely agree with you. However, chat, I can yassify myself and then everybody will love me for sure, 100%. I just have to pay someone to do it.
And yes, you have one. I'm creating this series to analyze pop culture girl icons from
I
a
think that's
marketing
what's gonna
perspective
happen.
because of the power of influence they have over a generation of young girls.
Lindsay Lohan was arrested early this morning.
She was ultimately placed under arrest for driving the vehicle under the influence of alcohol.
2 DUIs, cocaine possession.
Maybe she's got a real...
Is Lindsay Lohan going to jail? All right, so Lindsay Lohan's in jail.
She's smoking some either crack or meth.
If she doesn't get any help.
I'm starting an email list, and if you want early access to this exclusive community of deeper dives, trends, insights, make sure to pre-sign up through the link in the description. It's completely free, but what is not free were the back-to-back branding mistakes of Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, good lord, man. They farmed her so hard back in the 2000s. Even I remember as a kid, I'd walk into like a little, what is it called? Like a 7-Eleven, and you'd see those magazines, and it's just her face plastered all over it. I remember, man.
I'm nervous, but I'm really excited.
Lindsay 1.0.
It's not my fault you're like in love with me or something. Oh! Do you know what everyone says about you? They say that you're a homeschooled jungle freak who's a less hot version of me. That is so fetch.
If there is one word to describe Lindsay Lohan's early life,
She's farming nostalgia so hard too. That probably helps a lot.
of inaccuracy, is abuse. Despite the glittery facade on the surface, Lindsay Lohan was thrown into acting and modeling since age 3. No doubt she was destined for this path, whether or not she had a say in it. On the surface, she was
I think this is a form of child abuse. Yeah.
Hollywood's golden child, starring in iconic films like The Parent Trap and Freaky Friday, and established herself as Disney's favorite child by age 15. I mean, I loved The Parent Trap as a kid, and I really liked both characters she played. And as an adult now, I have so much respect for how well she pulled off both characters.
And you and I are like sisters. Sisters.
Aww.
Hallie, we're like twins.
Needless to say, this iconic film
Yeah, it was a cute movie. She played it really well. And again, for a kid, not a lot of you adults can even pull that off. Yeah, she played both. It was superimposed and like doubles and stuff.
captured the fandom of many generations of young girls. But Mean Girls was when Lindsay Lohan truly made her impact on pop culture.
People still even talk about Mean Girls. Yeah, I remember. Yep. Even to this day.
As arguably one of the best high school movies of all time, with lines and
you know, it's kind of funny how the hot girl clique still goes strong to this day.
Scenes still relevant to this day.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
What are you? I'm a mouse.
Duh.
It won her an MTV award and proved to the industry that she is more than just a pretty face.
So
all
vapid,
seems
dude. I
well,
love it.
except in the background, all the abuse and chaos were about to unravel. Starting with her problematic parents, young Lindsay traumatically witnessed her father beating up her mom, who also went to prison for securities fraud. And this lack of security and trauma since such a young...
Wow, I had no idea about this, but the drugs and crashing out at 18 was very much a good indicator. And people farmed her for that. And again, as an ignorant child, obviously, because you have no idea, you only know these kinds of things unless you read about it or you grew up with it.
Age made her crave any forms of escapism she could find.
I grew up in a very chaotic home, and there were moments of everything just being wonderful and perfect, and then things being so uncontrollable and chaotic.
Starting with her move to LA, away from her family.
On her own at 15? Uh-oh. Groomer alert.
As a traumatized kid with no financial literacy, she lived out of hotels for years and started burning her cash. As soon as turning 18, she began escaping through an adult image, away from the wounded inner child, and became sexualized in her media appearance with a bad...
Who does that remind you of? It reminds me of Miley Cyrus, low-key. Do you guys remember when Miley Cyrus tried to break out of her Disney image and, like, went hypersexual? Yeah, as soon as she became 18. Oh yeah, Britney as well. Lindsay was before Britney, but Britney was also going through it as well at this time. Yeah, ex-Disney stars, Nickelodeon stars.
Her persona, which cuts her ties with brand safe Disney, then began the escapism through partying, which led to drunk driving.
Oh my god, is that Britney? Yeah, that was Britney.
A workaholic, a shopaholic, and according to the state of California, an alcoholic, as well as a threat to all security guards if they work at hotels.
And so she began getting on the wrong side of the press and started a negative spiral of more partying, drugs, alcohol to escape the already negative situation.
30 days in jail on the first DUI case consecutive, and 30 days in jail on the second DUI case consecutive. That's 90 days in jail. The court is also going to order...
Leading to more...
And then it's all publicized too.
Invasive press, hungry for any tabloid-worthy news, leading to more charges, more bad press.
Aren't you supposed to be in rehab?
This was the original woman crash out, before even Britney was a thing. I think Britney was a massive crash out, but then she like stopped going like on TV shows in general and like going outside. Lindsay just kept going.
Do you not watch anything that goes on?
Do you steal stuff?
Do you? Drama seems to follow Lindsay Lohan everywhere she goes. Lindsay was arrested. Is Lindsay Lohan going to jail? All right, so Lindsay Lohan's in jail.
She's farming! She's farming!
Lindsay.
Every single element of the child star curse became Lindsay Lohan's reality, as she became the joke of Hollywood.
Oh, you think this is funny?
Yeah, I kinda do.
Okay.
Her films were all flopping, with a sea of negative reviews. And all her relevance came from the news coverage of her scandals, never about her work anymore. As the brand of this problematic child deepened, it eventually wiped out the remaining halo of this golden child and made Lindsay Lohan a brand of all the negative associations you can think of, which is
crack. Wait, go back. What? Is this real? No shot. She actually did this. That's very strong. Not gonna lie. Yeah, she kind of embraced it. It's sad, but it's fucking funny. It's sad in a funny way, bro.
Which is a hell for branding, because the brand she stood for was so negative that any brand in their right mind, movies, brand endorsements, labels, will avoid her like a plague. Even Oprah could not save her. With their docuseries Lindsay premiering with only 693,000 viewers.
I really do want you to win. You need to cut the bull.
To put her into perspective, she probably gets like millions. Yeah, that's not too hot.
You really do.
Described as so-so by the Hollywood Reporter and receiving lower and lower ratings per episode. So how did this plague of a brand that no one wants to be near become respectable again?
Hi, Lindsay.
Plastic surgery.
Great outfit. Right back at you.
Lindsay 2.0. The pitfall of Lindsay Lohan's brand was her overexposure in the media, all through a terribly negative lens and completely irrelevant to her work.
What are they rehabbing, first of all? What is on their list? What are they going to work on when you walk through the door?
We didn't discuss this in the pre-interview.
What is your
That guy grilled her, huh?
drug of choice or drugs of choice?
Therefore, to reverse this brings us to the
My
first
drug of choice
to
is
four
chat.
marketing strategies. Embracing mystique. In a world where oversharing is the norm, Lindsay showed us the power of less. By retreating and reappearing on her own terms, she made the world curious again, being the prey of invasive press for years. Lindsay Lohan finally had enough and moved to Dubai with minimal press exposure.
Oh, she got an oiler. Oh, poggers.
This made people eventually start
Nice
forgetting about her
move.
old brand and move their attention elsewhere, which is the perfect opportunity for a quiet rebrand.
That's what I'm saying though. When you fuck up and do something really bad, it's always really good for you to shut up and not make it worse. The whole putting oil on the fire and trying to put it out, it's very much true for everyone. Yeah. Dubai is a safe haven for celebrities because of anti-tabloid laws. Oh yeah, there is. You're right. Actually, there's no paparazzi. I hate paparazzi, by the way. I think they're scum of the earth. However, I think that it is a good idea for, like, tabloids not to exist. Because she did get farmed. She was a mentally ill person. She didn't do anything wrong. She grew up into an adult. It's not like she was an asshole from the start. She was just an abused kid. It's sad.
It was a time that she began taking better care of her physical and mental well-being, while
She's rich,
preparing
but
for her comeback.
I have to preface this again. She's rich, and she grew up rich, but I still don't think you deserve abuse as a child. It's horrible.
Hollywood. From 2014 to 2019, she had minimal appearances and allowed the world to forget her.
Even though we miss seeing you
That's
in
good.
Hollywood, it's for all the good reasons. We're glad that you're healthy and happy.
You guys.
Her before ultimately making a comeback, which cleaned out the canvas for her second marketing strategy. The power of reframing nostalgia. Out of all possible ways to come back to acting, what Lindsay Lohan did was genius. She chose
Farming,
a
dude.
Netflix debut.
Nostalgia is so good for farming. Why do you think they're remaking video games even if they're slop and they're really badly made and people still consume it? Movie slop. It goes for movies, video games, art, because it pulls on people's emotions. They're like, oh man, I remember 20 years ago when Lindsay Lohan was in a movie that made me cry because it was so cute. Is it a Hallmark movie? It looks like a Hallmark movie.
Christmas rom-com as the start of her rising arc, which revived all the nostalgic goodwill she left in people's minds. The wholesome, warm, and family-friendly image people adored and missed before her endless downfall. But what was really smart about this was that she did not just replay The Parent Trap or Freaky Friday as a 36-year-old woman. This worked
good, yeah,
by balancing
actually, good point.
familiarity with growth, rather than being pigeonholed into a nostalgic-only act. We see glimmers of her Mean Girls charm, but a much calmer, wiser, and more poised Lindsay than her 2000s party girl persona. Lindsay didn't
She should have went. She should have done a 180 and done like like a hot smoker mom. I bet you'd get a good audience for that too. They would have loved that. Like a smoker, like, hey, I used to be a potty girl. And like wearing all black and like black nails. I bet you people would still watch it. Maybe not as much as this, but still.
define her comeback. Instead, she selectively used elements of her nostalgic legacy as tools to reintroduce herself
Smart
while
marketing
adding
team.
new dimensions to her image.
Do you want to know the difference between us? I have class and you don't.
And this was huge.
TikTok
For the first
woman.
time in 20 years. She came back to the press not because of her troubled personal life, but because of her work.
Well, people's attention spans are also insanely short. 20 years ago, in people's minds, in terms of like entertainment movies, is like 50, 60 years ago. It's like ancient history.
I want people to remember me for more than my last name.
And refreshed the industry's perception of her by being professional on set, earning her 2 more deals with Netflix, and even a sequel to Disney's Freaky Friday. And that is a foundation she could finally build on with a booster of the 3rd marketing principle: associations. Remember what a brand is, guys? It is everything and anything that something
this
is
me after
associated
stream.
with. Just like how Nike became more and more elite in athletics through all the elite athletes it signed with, Lindsay 1.0 fell harder and harder with all the negative associations surrounded with her brand: drugs, DUI, problematic friends. But as she leveraged nostalgia through her Netflix debut in this rebrand, a new strain of associations began to form. The strategic media selection to partner with Netflix gave...
Is Britney still alive? Britney Spears. Is she still alive? She's 43! I don't know, man. Again, another victim of Hollywood and tabloids and being abused as a kid. Yeah, it happened to Michael Jackson, too. She has 2 kids. Well, I hope she's less mentally ill. She recently schizoed with a knife. Oh! You know what? She should become a VTuber. I would unironically watch a Britney VTuber. That would be fucking lit, dude.
Her the perfect access towards a massive global audience that skews heavily towards Millennial and Gen Z, 2 generations that already associate Lindsay with their childhood.
And
this was a calculated move to leverage her existing fan base while introducing herself to a new demographic. Rather than trying to win Hollywood back, Lindsay played the streaming game and began an associative brand of younger taste, a neo-nostalgic brand, if you will, by adopting a social media persona as well.
Straight hair, very demure.
Oh, the lip syncing. Yeah, TikTok's massive for that. God, old millennials love this shit. They eat the slop up so much. They're like, oh my god, this trend of lip syncing is so good. Oh, and it's Lindsay Lohan and she's not ugly anymore? I'm in.
Wearing a seatbelt. Very mindful.
Having viral TikTok moments such as her Mykonos Beach Club dance.
Let those titties go.
A trend on TikTok. Her brand is now young and fun and organically ties into her already established persona with party culture. But this injection of youth would not be the same without
this is freaky. What the hell?
Visual rebrand.
Lindsay, we need it here! Lindsay! Lindsay!
This is what it's like when you turn on stream chat. This is what you feel like a celebrity. Everyone's like, hi! Hi! Hi!
Lindsay!
It feels so nice! Oh my god!
As some fans have called the lohanaissance.
I'm so here for the lohanaissance.
The entire essence of Lindsay Lohan's visual brand has been reduced at least 15 years, even though she is in fact still very young at 38. In the past, she has been brutally
whoa, 38 in woman years is like being 60. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Described as old and expired.
She is aging.
38 in man years is young in my opinion. Yeah. Woman years, you probably went through menopause already.
In reverse.
We'll talk about her face in a bit, but a huge part in her visual rebrand also has to do with her new aesthetic choices. Soft glam makeup, natural tones, understated elegance perfectly aligns with the Gen Z and millennial preferences for authenticity and sophistication. As humans,
that's fake though. Gen Z and millennials want to get like nose jobs and shit.
Are highly visual creatures. This aesthetic shifts the visual cue away from her chaotic past and ties her to a broader cultural movement about minimalism, calmness, and reinvention. Subtle wardrobe changes, seen in sleek suits, flowy dresses, and neutral makeup choices, symbolize control, maturity, and her new era of stability. In contrast to the degenerative brand
nice
of a girl
dresses,
obsessed
low-key.
with partying and drugs in a much more promiscuous wardrobe. Her subtle transformation wasn't just physical, it was symbolic. Lindsay's polished look says, I've changed, without screaming it. Another good example of this is Sofia Richie's rebrand. From hardcore party girl in bold, trendy, and loud fashion to an elegant woman, leading the aesthetics of quiet luxury. With this series of rebrand through 4 strategies, mystique, nostalgia, associations, and visual, Lindsay Lohan began gathering more and more positive attention towards her work and her style.
Her aura seems happier. Yeah, she got a facelift, buddy. Yeah, when you're ugly, you people automatically think you're probably like miserable. I hate to break it to you, but people's perception of like ugly versus beautiful usually means beautiful equals happy and or rich.
Earned more and more respect from old and new fans, seeing in the comments such as, quote, "We are also proud of you, Lindsay." However, we're not just going to ignore.
Parasocial celebrities are a million times worse than any VTuber parasocial. I swear to God. 100%. Like, I know extreme parasocialism is bad, but like celebrity parasocialism is on another level. Like Hollywood and stuff. Yeah.
The elephant in the room. Let's talk about the potential branding warning that could let this all crumble and go back to square -1. As Lindsay Lohan rebrands to a more youthful and poised persona, she began going viral on TikTok and everywhere and anywhere due to the shocking contrast in her appearance. From being called 50
so much surgery
to now aging in reverse.
We've watched Lindsay Lohan literally grow up in front of our eyes. But
it's
now
all the foreskin, man.
She's aging in reverse.
Which is unlikely due to...
It's the foreskin.
Only
they stitched it into her face, chat.
Pilates or just good skincare. But the rest of the internet, including many plastic surgeons, speculate that she got a not-so-secret facelift.
No way, really?
Sort of resurfacing procedure.
Well executed deep plane facelift.
The bridge of her nose has been taken down.
Chin implant or a minor filler enhancement to the chin.
This leads to 2 potential...
What? That took a doctor to say? Yeah, skincare. Give me that skincare. Is it Coom? Can I harvest my chat for Coom for face care?
Pitfalls. First, as cosmetic procedures are highly personal choices, while there is absolutely no need to shame anybody for what they want to do with their face and body, attributing an alleged facelift to just skincare and Pilates.
I just think it sucks when... again, this is what's damaging. You getting a facelift and being like, okay, yeah, I got a facelift, and then you admit to it and are very public about it. Like, who cares, right? I think it becomes dangerous when you're a young woman growing up and you think that all these girls look natural and they're doing natural things when they get surgery at like 20 years old with like $50,000 in their pocket. Yeah, it becomes dangerous for kids that look up to them, unfortunately, and then they say, oh, well, I want to be like that one day, and then they want to get a rope when this isn't something that happens. Yeah, I'm doing Pilates and I'm still getting wrinkles in my face. Same with bodybuilders using steroids. Yeah, that's my biggest gripe is when you're just being dishonest. Like, okay, you do steroids. You got a facelift. Be honest about it.
Will not only destroy the rebirth of trust and respect for Lindsay's new brand, but also skew the perception of normality for generations of women to come. To think that natural aging should look like this, going from 2014 to 2024. Second, as the attention towards this rejuvenated face grows and blows out of proportion, this will inevitably repeat the same branding mistake as in the past, where Lindsay Lohan's entire brand becomes anything but the actual work she is doing. Previously about her chaotic personal life, and this time...
yeah, she got therapy, she'll be fine.
About her face. But I guarantee you, this type of surface level attention comes easily,
women hating the
but
wall
also
trend.
goes easily. Just like the BBL trend or heavy color aesthetics, they go viral, then die off before...
No. Get out. That's not real. What is that? What is wrong with you? You have like a giga chin that's square like a box, and then you have lip filler with the... Ah, you look like an alien. I'm sorry. I'm sure you looked fine before that.
The new beauty ideal takes place. A lasting brand is not dependent on chasing trends. It comes from the quality of work that is still worth praising even after 20 years, such as Mean Girls from 2004. And not gonna lie, the only reason Lindsay Lohan came to my radar was because of her mysterious glow up.
Who is the engineer that reset these ladies back to factory settings?
It's called surgery, madame. Yeah, surgery.
Along with an army of TikTok shops using her before and after to promote their products. So if she just wants to be an influencer.
I get those all the time. It's so irritating when TikTok finds out I'm a woman and it starts recommending me people selling me makeup. It's so irritating. I don't know what the guy equivalent is. What is the guy equivalent of people trying to sell you shit on TikTok? Is it like protein powder? I get those too. Knives, Manscaped, the gym, dick pills, steroids, testosterone, razor knives. Yeah, I get makeup, skincare, ashwagandha, and sometimes protein, like protein powder. Yeah, that's from the TikTok shop for algorithm that I get.
That's she can ride the short wave of a new fascination with this youth on steroids beauty ideal. But if she wants to build a lasting brand of impact and respect, it takes consistency and emphasis on her work to extend the longevity of her rebrand. But let me know if
oh my gosh, she looked like she was 70 years old in that photo.
Think Lindsay Lohan truly made a comeback, or is it all just temporary hype? I hope you found the rebranding strategies helpful towards elevating your own brand. This is your marketing bestie, Zoe Unlimited. Episodes are available on all podcast networks, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Share with someone you love. Have a beautiful and amazing day. See you next week.
Ah, she said I should have an amazing day or week or whatever. Yo, check her out if you're into that kind of stuff. I like this because it makes me realize how being rich fucking fixes everybody's problems and you're just poor. You have problems because you are the poor. She could have saved so much money if she just became a VTuber. It would be interesting to have a man browse woman ads and a woman man ads. Oh, I don't know how you would do that. I don't know. Go to Dubai, then get really good plastic surgery, chat. It's that easy. Another thing is that normal women that hit the wall and they don't have money for plastic surgery, they just get called hags. Yeah. Just hags. Disgusting. You hit the wall. Get out of here. Go eat your greens and do your Pilates. You're still a hag with dried up eggs. Yep. Disgusting hag. They need to do better skincare and also stop eating and also Pilates. I think it's better to age gracefully. Oh, have you guys seen celebrities that do nose jobs and also men? They grow up to be like 50 years old and then the Botox starts wearing off and they look 100 million times worse than if they never did it. Yeah, celebrity men do it as well. They just get insanely gross ass face drops. Something happened. Look, he looks normal, pretty normal, and then like something happened over here and his face is just cooked. Like, look at the eyeballs. Like, look how cool he looks here. He looks like a normal dude, and then something happened like along here. He started getting a lot of plastic surgery. Look at his eyeballs. Simon cooked well. His eyebrows moved. Yeah, that's called Botox. Yeah. All the filler melted. Yes! Dude, and look how handsome he looks. Look at his head of hair, and he looks like a Giga Chat chin guy. And then boom! What happened? This was my favorite, where his eyes are just popping out. His eyes popping out of his skull. He's a skinwalker. Oh no. Oh no! The Coke special? I don't know, man. Chad, I'm never gonna get surgery. Fuck that shit. I'm just gonna be a VTuber. My eggs are gonna dry up and I'm gonna be a hag. I'll age gracefully, aka never. I'm a 2D anime girl. I'll never age.